Hello guys, and welcome to episode 77 of my Rome 2 Total War campaign with the Iceni tribe. Today we're just going to continue with the placement of our armies, so I'm just going to quickly go through them again just to make sure that I haven't missed anything out. Down here in Telemus Theron, I'm just going to keep the army occupying the city. Move on to Abraucus's Vanquishers, who are very close to attacking Amasia this turn. So that's what we were going to do last time, but unfortunately I ran out of time. But this time we have all the time in the world. How many times can you say time? Right, let's go ahead and attack Amasia. Looks like it's going to be a pretty simple battle. They've only got their garrison army to defend, and I've got a lot of experienced sword band and spear band units. But we're going to go ahead and fight this one on the battle map. So here we are, we're going to keep it nice and dry. Going to select all my sword band. Put them at the front with the spear band. And we're going to start the battle, and we're pretty much just going to charge straight in. It's actually like a different settlement to usual by the looks of things. Haven't attacked a settlement that looks like this in a long while. Let's get all our men on the move. I'm going to get my Britain skirmishers up, and maybe we can actually make some incredible volleys that will just tear to shreds the enemy. We will see. Get the general up as well. And this is the army I'm going to have to deal with. So we got mob, we got Eastern Spearmen, not really any special units. The general is Hillman. So yeah, they're going to die very easily. Where are their missile troops? Surely they have some missile troops. Just Hillman. Ah, there's some archers there. That looks like that's about it. Yeah, just archers. One unit of archers. So I'm actually going to make use of my skirmishers in order to destroy some of these units completely, because it just looks awesome when javelins fly into deep ranked units. So if I targeted the general unit, for instance, it would absolutely annihilate the Eastern Spearmen and the Hillmen at the same time. So we're going to do just that. First of all, we're going to make our sword band line up. We are going to start taking fire by the looks of things. And they're going to get the skirmishers to continue forwards. We're going to put all these men into a shield screen and a shield wall. Look at that. That's such a large army, it's ridiculous. The archers might actually kill something because they're so close together. Well, looks like they don't want to deal with my skirmishers. So we're going to take the shield wall down. We're just going to charge forwards. The spearmen to move forwards outside of their shield screens. Spreading out the men a little bit so they hit the front lines a bit better, and then we can stick them into a frenzy and then reinforce them with the spearmen. There we go. Get all the men running, and well, their front line is already disintegrated. Let's continue through, charge down the next lot of men. We'll get the skirmishers to come forwards. Get my scout riders up. I've only got one unit of them, but they've been left behind. I only need to rout these men though because it is a siege, and therefore once they're all routing, the settlement will be mine and the army will be destroyed anyway, so no point in rushing them all down. You can just watch the fight here. Spear band killing off the eastern spearmen. Get some of my swords to come and join in, just to break their morale. Got a few javelins coming over. Surprised at how long they're actually holding out. But there they go. We're going to end the battle there. Decisive victory, of course. 42 losses for us, 1,173 for the enemy. And the Macia is ours. So we're going to go ahead and raise that.
Ready for orders.
And then we're going to sort out the buildings. So we will make farm or enclosed land. We will get an artisan's lodging and we will repair the eastern hamlet. That will do. We will defend that for now.
Ready for battle.
I can't take them out of forced march stance because they've been moved this turn. Let's just go through the rest of my armies. We're waiting for the public order in Hurrah or in Nabatea to sort itself out so we can go back to Charmuthas and take it back. Then we've got the Burning Men, obviously in Camladunan. Noble Stags, what can they do this turn? Well, they took Mesquita, so they're going to have to stay there to sort out the happiness in Caucasia. And I think that's sort of the army's move this turn. The Road Warriors and the Consuls of Morrigan really can't do much. Unless I can move out the Consuls of Morrigans to hit Tyros, that might be a good idea. Because the happiness, I'm pretty sure, won't get much better. It's just, as long as the Mists of Doom are occupying Hurrah, the provincial happiness should be pretty good anyway.
Ready for battle.
So if I just move them out, it goes down to plus 15 per turn. I'm just going to leave them in Jerusalem for now. Let's not overextend to Tyros again. We all know what happened last time that happened. I basically lost an entirety of one of my armies. But oh well. Looks like everything's done for this turn. So let's go ahead and click the end turn button.
Athena gives wisdom, and Ares gives strength. I give you peace, if you will dare it.
Well, Pergamon offering me peace. And I think it's because their neighbours, the Sardes, just got annihilated by my allies of Knossos, which is actually pretty epic. But no, I'm not going to actually accept this peace treaty. All of the Turkish nations will suffer their fate.
We are a mighty people, well versed in the uses of wealth and power, and so we love gold.
So Rhodos wants a non-aggression pact. I presume this is because I border them in Libya, but also because we're starting to take over the Seleucids and the Bithynians' lands around them. I'm actually not too concerned about this. I'm not really interested in taking Rhodos, so I'm actually going to accept this, and they can have the 600 gold if they want it.
You have spoken with clarity of thought and a rhetorical flourish. You have surely earned the favor of your gods.
Enemy wounded. Aniopus. We got sabotage by Sophonisba down in Ptolemystheron. Got disruption by Eunuch at Jerusalem. Sabotage by Pythias at Mesquita. Okay, so a lot going on. At the moment, we've got an army of Pontus actually raiding my lands. Spear runners are very close to being able to take those out, but we're going to have to put them into a normal stance for now and bring them a little bit closer. Then I can destroy them in the next turn. It looks like we're going to need another agent to take out some of the Pontic agents in the area. So we're going to get a spy there. Let's just quickly go through the event messages. Population surplus in Italia. Okay, so let's expand the city and build another commons by the looks of things. We can upgrade the mint here as well to give us some more money, and we'll upgrade the boatyard just for the sake of it. Then we got subversion attempt by Pantaleon at Moschetta, another agent. Then we've got construction report of certain buildings being finished. Maybe at Phasis we can upgrade the fishermen's huts even more. Actually, we're not going to do that because the -4 public order per turn is not something I want to encourage. We got the quartermaster's report, the Britain slingers being finished for the horns of Camillus. So that army is now finished and ready to move on to the next province, where they can start to recruit some chariots. So we're going to get 2 units of chariots again. And we will also recruit some... I think I'm going to go with another slinger unit there. We get 4 units of slingers, we'll have 2 chariots, and then we've already got the heroic nobles and so on. Then this army over here by Malva is going to be able to recruit the heroic nobles now. I'm not sure exactly what happened to the Athenians' army. Maybe they left the area. No, I can't actually see them. Anyway, inspired populace in Bosporus, Aegyptus, unhappy populace in Nabatea. That's due to the happiness sorting itself out here. Then we've got troubled populace in Bithynia and Pontus. But that's going up nicely now. Plus 16. We're going to convert this to a barbarian hamlet. And we're actually going to put him into a normal stance, and we can hit Arsamosata in the same turn. Now these 2 settlements are part of the same province. So if I just keep Abraucus' Vanquishers in this town for now, I can move on the Swords of Power to hit Arsamosata, which is a different province entirely. But again, I'm at risk of being hit from Armavir if the army decides to follow this road down and hit Trapezos. So, yeah. I could move on the army, the Noble Stags, to hit Armavir, but that will leave this province of Caucasia completely in disarray due to public order. Still tempting, though, to attack Arsamosata. But I think I'm going to leave it for now. Let the happiness sort itself a bit more. Anyway, let's go and have a look at the agent. This guy has been recruited at 2 stars, which is really nice. We're going to get him a leopard disguise to give him the plus 10% chance of critical success in all actions. And then we're also going to make sure that he becomes an agent with plus 5% critical chance or critical success in all actions as well. So now he has 15% at the start. Okay. Then we got Cladeos. Stay where he is. But let's have a look at Ambergatos and Penios, because I'm pretty sure they have units they need to kill. So if Axum has been messing around with Ptolemus Theron, it might be worth me taking out their agents. But I'm actually going to continue to harass these armies that are moving up towards Myos Hormos. In this case, we're going to military sabotage the baggage train of the Warriors of the Sun.
I like that word.
And then it looks like I might be forced to build an army here in Myos Hormos to prevent the stone burners from attacking it.
Told you I'd be a great man.
So
Hail to the mother.
this guy has actually increased his rank. So we're going to go with an increased antagonist to give him the plus 18% campaign map movement range. But in Myos Hormos, We could actually recruit a navy. We could raise a fleet of painted ones to destroy the Blemiers. But the only trouble with recruiting a navy into the Red Sea is that it's not actually that useful. I guess actually it's more useful than I thought, because obviously you can go around to the Persians and so on from the Red Sea. Yeah, okay, well maybe we will recruit a navy here then. So we'll get some painted ones, and we will start to recruit some levy freemen and some Briton slingers. In the meantime though, I am actually going to get some mercenaries into this navy, so that if this army does attack, I will have some units to defend Myos Hormos. Okay, so that's basically what I'm going to do there for now. Now Penios can start to assassinate these agents, so we're going to go possibly with a concealed blade against Antigon, or we can go with a concealed blade against Unike. Okay, I think we're going to go with against Antigon because we have a better chance of success. Opportune failure. Well, that sucks. Anyway, looks like all of the other druids and so on will have to stay exactly where they are. Make this guy start with administration. The Iron Winds in Hurrah gonna have to stay where they are. We've got Consorts of Morrigan though. I'm really tempted to hit Tyros now. I think it would actually be a good move, because Jerusalem has sorted out, or Nabatea has sorted out its public order problems. Yep, so I'm going to do just that. We're going to get the Consorts of Morrigan, and we're going to go and attack Tyros. Looks like they have enemy transports in dock, which is going to be an army. And they are going to have to reinforce. So that is 3 units of light cavalry. Actually, none of these troops will actually come with their horses because they are arriving by ship, which will actually be really nice. So a lot of their horse units will be considerably weaker. Then we've got to deal with their Eastern Spearmen, their Hillmen, and Levy Pikemen, but that shouldn't be too much of an issue, especially considering I have Chosen Swordband in this army. Their garrison fleet is nothing, garrison army is extremely weak, and the enemy fleet that they have nearby, well, maybe the Admiral might be a problem with the Royal Peltas, but the rest shouldn't be too hard to deal with. So let's go ahead and fight this battle on the battle map. I'm going to leave it dry. Not much benefit to using any other types of weather really. We're going to get these skirmishers up in front. We're going to get our Chosen Swordband and Heroic Nobles behind them. Then the Levy Freeman and Spearband can go behind them, and we can have the Swordband as backup. Okay, so there's my army. Lovely, huge amount of men. I'm going to start the battle here, and I'm going to start to move forwards. Skirmishers, and we'll get the Heroic Nobles to follow those up, actually stand in front of them. Get these Spearband to go down the left side. But if I'm right, none of the cavalry units should have their horses because they are arriving on transports, as you can see. Getting in a bit of a traffic jam here, but that's just fine. Going to give us time to kill off more of the garrison forces before they get here, and that will severely reduce their morale. So let's get all these men on the move as well. And it looks like we might be able to get the skirmishers into range to attack the Eastern Spearmen. Nope, the Eastern Spearmen are retreating. We'll wait until the sword band get up in front, and then I'll move the units even further forwards. Although in this case, because they have slingers, I might just move them all forwards now into range. In which case, we can just deliver a huge volley. Let's throw at these Eastern Spearmen.
Our general is under attack. Quick, reload!
May as well put them on to quick reload. Should be able to deal a lot of damage with the javelins. The skirmishers don't seem to be taking too much damage at the moment. Heavy pikemen are rushing forwards. So we're going to retreat the skirmishers. And the reason they aren't taking any damage, my skirmishers, is because they're not being targeted. They are, of course, targeting my general. Let's get the chosen swordmen forwards. We're going to actually hide the heroic nobles behind a house. And then we will get the spear band to move up behind. Here we are, charging forwards. Peltas are going to be engaged first by the looks of things. I'm going to keep charging through. I'm going to keep my men wide so that we can surround this levy pikeman unit. Now we're going to get the skirmishers forwards again. We'll get the levy freemen to stand in front of them. Now we can continue charging through the square. And it looks like we'll end up bumping into a lot of these mob. Get the spear band to run into the square as well. We'll grab these sword band, get them into the square. Because it looks like what's going to happen is I'm going to end up taking over the square, and then I'm going to have to deal with this army that's coming on the transports. But again, not going to be that hard to deal with for the pure fact that they are not on their horses. So is this some reinforcements coming? Get the chosen swords to sort them out. Hillmen engaged by these chosen sword band, and the second unit of chosen sword band can charge down and kill the Peltas. And it looks like we're going to be forced to chase after a lot of these slinger units and skirmishers. It's going to be a pain in the arse, but we get our levy freemen to do the job of chasing these slingers on this side, because I'm not too concerned about using those. The Royal Peltas have landed though, and they're going to be engaging my chosen sword band. Now we're going to get the heroic nobles forwards to help out, because heroic nobles are the only ones who can realistically stand up against a Royal Peltas. I'm not sure how chosen sword band will actually do. But let's put the chosen sword band into a frenzy. See if we can kill off any more of these Royal Peltas. And we're going to use a war cry on them, we're going to intimidate them, and then we're going to put the heroic nobles into a frenzy as well. So doing well. Debuff them significantly. Levy freemen can have fun chasing on the left. We got a unit of spear band chasing on the right. Down this ramp, no point in really making any more men join in. It's just going to be a fight to the death for this Royal Peltas unit, because they basically have extremely good morale. And my general unit doing very well there. Have a look with the cinematic point of view. Can't really see much. I'm pretty sure we're winning. They're down to 66 men. We still have 136, 134 in our heroic nobles unit. Looks like the morale might break shortly. Getting very close now to these peltasts with the spear band. So let's just kill those off. Over here, Levy Freemen are almost caught up with the slingers. These men need to keep chasing though, because they've given up. We've actually managed to catch the slingers. The enemy Royal Peltasts are nearly done. They are, like I say, fighting to the death. They've severely damaged my chosen swordband unit. Transports are having fun messing about while I'm killing off the garrison forces. But it looks like we're done there. So let's line the men back up, ready for a sea invasion. See how the Levy Freemen are getting on. I'm going to try and cut them off with this Levy Freeman unit. This is tiring out the units completely. But I don't necessarily need to make much use of the Levy Freeman. I'm really relying on my chosen swordband at the moment for when these transports actually decide to land. Doesn't look like I'm going to catch them. But maybe I can throw some javelins at them if they get close enough. Nope, I'm just going to join in the chase.
Spearmen ready for battle! Get ready!
Okay, let's get these spearmen to turn around and start chasing the Eastern Slingers again. I know you're super tired, but just get on with it. And we might have to fast forward at some point.
Spears! Levy Freeman! Get ready!
Another unit of Royal Peltasts coming up the ramp now. I'm actually going to let them come all the way up. And then we're going to surround them.
Kill! Kill! Kill!
That did a ton of damage to that Royal Peltast unit.
Heroic nobles!
They are taking so much damage. I'm going to use War Cry on them. We're going to intimidate them. Hopefully we can make them rout. Yeah, they're already losing effectiveness.
Is dead.
If he decides to run, well, it's only going to die a lot easier. Thankfully, all of these skirmishers are providing a barrage of javelins, which is just destroying the troop. And there we go. Job done. So we're going to stop these guys firing. Doesn't look like actually much friendly fire occurred, which is nice. You can get these Levy Freemen to start walking back now. And these men too. So at the moment they seem to be chasing nothing. The only thing we need to be worried about killing now is the enemy army. Here comes another barrage from my skirmishers as they come up the ramp. And that is doing so much damage. Because they're skirmishers, their angle of attack is a lot better for this sort of situation. They can fire over the troops and into the enemy. And you can see that's doing so much damage. Eastern Spearman units just being disintegrated before they get anywhere near my front lines. I'm actually going to stop these guys from firing though. they don't waste their javelins on that one unit. And this is going to continue to happen as the army comes to shore one by one. So let's just speed this battle up. Looks like they're just trying to find places to land the boats at this rate. This boat going straight through land. I love the way that bug is still in place. Sailing over land, of course, just so we can get into a position of which they can land the troops. And it looks like a unit of light cavalry come up the slopes and is trying to attack my men on foot, which is not going to end very well for them. So just make sure that they die very quickly. Actually starting to hurt my chosen sword band units. They've lost about half their men, but light cavalry really aren't going to end up doing much. We've got some levy pikemen here that we're going to have to deal with. Let's get the skirmishers to start attacking those. Killing them off very quickly.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
And there goes all of the skirmishers' ammunition. But that's good because the levy pikeman unit would actually cause me quite a bit of hassle. Either way, not much of an issue. We're going to use all of my men here now to just charge down the enemy. Make sure the skirmishers stay at range. Get my heroic nobles into a sensible position. Charge down onto these levy pikemen. They're not going to last very long with my men in their midst.
Freeman! Move it!
Get the freemen to wander back to the square. Doubt they're actually going to be needed though. Levy pikemen losing a lot of men. Continue to charge into them. There's also some hillmen here now. And let's put all of these chosen sword band into a frenzy. We can start to absolutely annihilate them. There goes the levy pikeman. Just the hillmen to kill now. Gonna get the general to come in and give a war cry and intimidation to this hillman. Severely break their morale. And let's move the men back up to the top. Chosen sword band in the middle, the right side, onto the left side, and the heroic nobles behind. Gonna get a sword band unit to come over here as well, and another one for the right side. And this way we can make like a killing field as they come to the top of the ramp, as you can see here. Now this unit of sword band is being hammered by an Eastern Slinger unit, so I'm actually going to start chasing them down with that unit, because that's just giving them free kills. Here we go, the Eastern Spearmen are up on top, and we can select all these men and enclose upon them, but I'm actually going to wait until these light cavalry unit gets up here as well. Okay, so let's attack. They're all starting to run away, as you can see. Try and kill as many as possible as they run away.
Kill! Kill!
Set up the lines again.
Forward! Run! Curse you!
Looks like they're getting glitched out on that tree, which is kind of annoying.
Britain! Heroic nobles!
Battle ready! Ancestors, honor us!
And job done.
Freemen! Forward!
Over here,
Swordband!
Swordband is starting to catch up with the Eastern Slingers.
Move it!
And it looks like more men are starting to land over on this side. Well, let's just quickly fast forward. Let them all land. Looks like they were fighting over places to land. That's why it's taken them so long to actually get onto shore. And this has been an extremely extended fight. Now we've got some hillmen coming up. You really wouldn't want to run up this hill and then find that at the top, would you?
They will bleed for us!
Chose the sword band to engage those hillmen. Kill them off very, very quickly. See the number of men decreasing very quickly. There's another unit of hillmen come up here to reinforce. We're actually going to get the sword band to line up behind their men so that when they try to retreat, it'll kill them off very easily. Need to keep them moving, make sure they just run through the unit. I'm not too concerned about losing a few sword band. But this way, if they retreat, then they're only going to get massacred.
Battle is turning in our favor.
Hillman unit being slowly slaughtered as they try and run away. They're like stuck here. There's one man just standing in the way. Make sure we crush them against the wall there. Now the enemy has lost a significant amount of men.
Our spears are yours!
Move the spear band over to the right. And it looks like we'll have to engage these eastern spearmen that have now landed. We can move over these a couple units of sword band as well.
Run, curse you!
And these stray units of men running away. Running straight towards my sword band unit that was chasing off some of the skirmishers.
Britain, ready!
Looks like here we've
Ready!
got an engagement though. A lot of missile troops to deal with. That's why I've brought over the sword band.
Get ready!
I'm going to chase those down with the sword band.
Kill, kill, kill! Orders!
So the Peltas will engage.
Warriors ready! The oaks are
Then we can attack the skirmish cavalry.
Britons! Britons! Algard! Surrender!
Make sure they keep running straight past the engagement there. And once the eastern spearmen are dealt with, I will tell one of these spear band units to chase after the last slinger unit.
Warriors, move out! Spear band!
They will bleed for us!
Sword band!
Okay, let's keep the men moving.
Move it! Kill, kill!
Run and engage these hillmen with these knackered sword band. As soon as I put them into frenzy though, they'll just be as effective as they were.
Britons!
And that is pretty much it. Our heroic nobles and chosen sword band doing the majority of the work throughout the battle.
Sword band!
Looks like we will be able to catch up with these units, hopefully. And even if we do get engaged by their melee forces, these hillmen, we will just end up destroying them. So not too much of an issue. Looks like an incredibly extended episode of Rome 2 today, though, for you guys. And with that, the battle has ended. I'm not really sure if there's much point in chasing them down, unless we can actually catch up with them. See if the men can do it. Would be nice to kill off another few units. Here we go. Sword band managing to run down a few of these peltas. We're incredibly close to the edge of the battlefield here. And that's all the peltas dead. See if we can finish off these skirmisher cavalry maybe before they get off. I doubt it. So I'm just going to quit the battle there. Decisive victory for us. We lost 596 men. They lost 2,810. Really, really good battle. Pretty long. But hopefully you really enjoyed that one. So the battle duration was actually 26 minutes there. Probably one of the longest battles I've ever played. Mainly because they were bugging out on those transports. But we did manage to significantly damage that army, which has worked out really well in our favour, and it's given our men a lot of experience. So that's going to give us control of Tyros. So we're going to raise the city and take it for our own.
Is there nothing else?
Impetos has hit rank 6.
Ready for battle.
So let's just quickly give him a new skill. We can possibly increase his dread value to minus 20% morale for all units. That will work out very nicely, so we're going to do that. And then we're just going to hold on to Tyros. We'll make a sacred enclosure here and another one here so we can get the 2 different shrines. Then we're going to repair these buildings and we'll convert them next turn. But unfortunately, because that took so long, this has been my time. So we did manage to take 2 settlements, and it's going to be an extremely long episode of Rome 2, but hopefully you don't mind. Either way, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.